All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Hockey Podcast Network. I'll be hosting this watch along. My name is Grant Hakeem. Thank you very much for joining. If you are new to the channel, let's just get this done right away. If you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Click the bell icon so you're notified whenever the channel goes live. Smash the like button as well. You can follow us on the social medias at HockeyPodNet is the Twitter and Instagram. If you want to follow me on my social media pages, at Grant Hakeem is the Twitter, and at Grant_Hakeem is the Insta and TikTok. And of course, if you want to help support the channel, you can do that with a donation through the live chat. Also, as well, I'm a YouTuber myself, and I have my own channel called the Grant Hakeem channel, so you can check out my stuff there on YouTube if you want. But obviously, more importantly, this afternoon, is subscribing to the Hockey Podcast Network. Right, so we have a very interesting game today. It's the World Juniors. I'm always happy to do a World Juniors. We got Switzerland and Latvia, and a lot of people like to write these games off and not watch it and say, oh, it's going to be boring or whatever. But these games are crucial for these smaller countries, these smaller nations, especially for like a team Latvia who lost their opening game. You know, you look at, if you're from a Latvian perspective, you're not going to beat US, you're not going to beat Finland. If you want to get out of the group stage, you have to beat Slovakia, Switzerland, if you want to get out of the group. So this is a big, big matchup for them. Big game today. Switzerland, a big game for them as well. I know they didn't pulled off the upset winning an OT against Finland yesterday, which was incredible. So see if Switzerland can get off to a 2-0 start, or I guess it'd be a 1-0-1 start. But yeah, this should be exciting. I love doing these games. Sean says, hello. What's up, Sean? Yes. How's it going? It's going well, Sean. Coming off Christmas, doing well. Got to spend time with the family. Hope your Christmas was great if you celebrate. And hope you're doing well, Sean. Hope everyone who's tuning in is doing well. Having a nice, what's today? Tuesday? The days are getting muffled, so it's hard to keep track of what's going on. There we go. Underway in Moncton. Latvia, Switzerland. We'll get to starting lineups in a sec here. But quick look at the standings. We have Switzerland in third place, even though they won. And how the World Juniors works, if you don't know, they use a 3-point system, which is something I think the United States should... Sorry, not the United States. The NHL should use a 3-point system. So 3 points regulation win, 2 points for overtime win, 1 point for an OT loss, and then no points for regulation loss. So Switzerland only has 2 points, even though they won yesterday because it wasn't overtime. So they're third. Latvia, of course, 0 after losing it to the US 5-2. So yeah, big game here. If you're the Swiss, if you win in regulation and you're the Swiss, I think you're a lock to make it to the knockout rounds. Because with 5 points, I'd say you're pretty set. So yeah, there's your standings for Group B. Hefty Duck says, yo, it's going, Grant. What's your score prediction for the Swiss-Latvia game? Thank you for reminding me, Duck, Hefty Duck. Let me know your score predictions as well in the chat. I'm going to go... I know Switzerland are probably the favorites in this game. I'm going to go a Latvian win because I think their goaltender is going to stand on his head today. Latvia win 2-1 overtime win for Latvia. My prediction. But that's going to take a big, big effort from Latvia. Oh, we got an injured player for Latvia. Oh, Oh, I think he might like dislocate his like knee or something. That doesn't look good at all. Oh, something about his legs don't look right. This player for Latvia on the ice. So that's number 5 for Latvia. So that's Silvers Lazarenuks, who's hurt for Latvia. Undrafted, by the way, if you were curious. Well, hopefully he's okay, everybody. He's up on his feet with help from his teammates. So Latvia will be down a defenseman. Yeah, it looks like it is a leg injury. His left leg. He's not putting any weight on that leg. Oof. Yeah, something about his leg did not look right. It looked like something got dislocated or something. So hopefully he's okay. Angus says, hello, what's up, Angus? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for tuning in. He says he prefers 2 points over 3. I think 3 points overvalues wins. That's definitely a perspective. I like the 3-point system myself because what I don't like in the NHL, that a shootout win is the same as a regulation win in terms of points. Like, I think that's stupid. Like, it should be like overtime wins, fine, keep it the same amount of points as a regulation win. But if you win in a shootout, that should be less points than winning in regulation, I think. But I understand your point, Angus. Hefty Duck says 2-1 Latvia. Great minds think alike. There we go. R-rated Tom, did you see Germany, Sweden? I did. I watched the end of that game, getting ready for this game. That was close. I'm noticing a very, I think the parity. There's so much parity now with these international tournaments. And it's something that I haven't seen ever in my lifetime anyways. Like, when I was a kid, and if you're US, Canada, Finland, Russia, Sweden, and you're playing these smaller countries like a Latvia, Austria, Switzerland, Czech Republic, those are just easy. You can write those off as wins, as easy wins. But nowadays we're seeing, I think the gap is, there's a gap obviously, but it's tightening up a little bit more. And we're seeing that in this tournament. I mean, the United States, that was not an easy goal for the United States yesterday against Latvia. Definitely struggled at times against them, and they won 5-2, but it was a very tight game. And then you look at Switzerland beating Finland in overtime. You look at the Czechs beating Canada 5-2. You see Germany, only losing 1-0 to Sweden. It's crazy. But yeah, it's nice to see that. That's what we want, because when I was younger and the U.S. was playing like a Germany or a Czech Republic, I'd obviously watch it, but it wasn't as intense because you knew the U.S. was going to win. But I like seeing that the gap's closing and there's more talent around in these smaller European nations. It's good to see. It's good for the game. So I wanted a bit of a rant there. Angus says he's going for a neutral. I'm going neutral for the win, 2-1 icy. That's just your prediction. No team involved. Hefty Duck, that last game is really good. Didn't expect Germany to hold up that well. Exactly. I didn't think Germany was going to do much against Sweden, but they did really well. Their goaltender was very good as well. But yeah, it's been all Switzerland here to start this game. 3-0 for the Swiss. Shot from the point gets blocked. But yeah, let's get to starting lineups. I can show you guys the lineup card because I can't read these names. So yeah, there you go. There's the lineup for Switzerland's. Biasca, Kanokia, Robin, Jabola, Alge, Tybel, Richley, Bachelor, Trug, Ramo, Muller, Perrond, Bischel, Striel, Sidler, Zanetti, Miele, Dioncio, Despunt, and then Kevin Pache in net. And if you're curious, the only drafted player appears to be Leon Bischel for the Dallas Stars, 2022 18th overall pick. And then Miles Muller is draft eligible for this upcoming draft in 23. And then for Latvia, lineup Sandis, Vilmanis, Weinbergs, Dukers, Darzins, Los Melis, Slavins, Permalis, Bukarts, Silkans, Ravens, Kujans, Rulers, Vacticans, and defense Hodas, Ozolins, Simonovic, Fenenko, Lazarenuks, who got injured, Kazakhs, Makevics, and then Patrick's Berzins is in net. Draft picks, Vilmanis is drafted by the Panthers, round 5, 157th overall. Weinberg drafted by Tampa, 224 overall. Los Melis drafted by Boston, 119th overall. And then Bukarts is draft eligible. Rulers is draft eligible. And everyone else is undrafted. There you go. Starting lineups. Apologies if I butchered anyone's name. I'm sure I probably butchered half the team. Well, Sean says 3-1 Switzerland. I want to root for Latvia like I did last year, but I just don't see it. Yeah, I forgot Latvia did pretty good last tournament or in August. They did very well. I can't remember who they beat, but they beat someone like pretty sizable, and it was a big upset. I can't remember who they won against. Oh, we got a goal, Switzerland, and it's Robin Hood. Who needs Batman when he got Robin Hood? He delivers for the Swiss. 1-0. Yeah, just a bad play by that defenseman for Latvia, which caused a turnover, and then loose puck in the slot, and Robin's all over it. But yeah, kids watching at home, if you're a defenseman, do not make a lazy pass right outside your blue line because it will get turned over and could end up in the back of your net just like that. They beat Czech Republic last year, Latvia. That was like the big game. They lost in a shootout to Slovakia. Yeah, they beat the Czech Republic. That was the big game. So got 11:29 left. They'll take a TV timeout. The shots 5-0 for the Swiss. So Latvia hasn't really done a whole lot yet. Russia loves you. Oh, thank you. Angus, I see 3 points in OT shootouts. I'm boring and prefer a draw. Imagine if there were ties in hockey. I could see that. I mean, it wouldn't be that big a deal for the regular season, at least. But I feel like so many games now go to overtime or shootouts. There'd be a lot of ties. But maybe if we had ties in the NHL, then teams would want to would push more in regulation to win games. You could see that, I guess. Did you see that Sweden-Austria game yesterday? Sweden-Austria. I saw the score, 11-0, but I didn't watch it. But yeah, Austria is probably the weakest team in this tournament. So it doesn't surprise me a whole lot. But how about for Team Sweden? 2 shutouts in a row. I think they got a goal differential of like 12 or something, plus 12. Alrighty, Tom, I fell asleep during the Sweden-Austria game. Yeah, I think if I watched that game, I probably would have too. Angus says, that's the second highest scoring game I've ever seen. I once saw a pro soccer match at 13-0. Well, that's crazy for soccer, Angus. 13 goals. But yeah, I think, didn't Canada beat someone last year and scored 11 goals or something close to that? I think I did a watch along for that last year where they smacked someone up. It was Slovakia. They beat Slovakia 10-1 or something, 11-1. Angus says neutral means Switzerland. Oh, I got you, Angus. I got you. Latvia to the power play. Good chance for them to get back in the game. Tom, I'll be doing U.S., Slovakia, Canada, Germany play-by-play. Oh, sweet. U.S., Slovakia should be tight. Canada, Germany, I'm expecting Canada to dominate that game. They want to bounce back after that performance against the Czechs. I tell you what, though, those Team Canada uniforms, oh my goodness, those are gorgeous. Those whites with the Canadian leaf and then it says Canada up here, those are stunning. I'm American, but I might have to buy one of those. Those are insanely gorgeous jerseys. Or the red ones. They got the same ones, but just in red. Love those. Oh, chance there. And the Swiss get it out. Bacon Man says, let's go Swiss. And then Angus says, NHL used to have ties until the late 90s. Wow, before my time. Yeah, I wouldn't mind ties. I'm not one of those fans oh, someone has to win. Good pass by Berzins. They turn it over, though. And now to get a power play for Latvia, having a real tough time setting it up. And I'll do it. Swiss back to full strength. And then ice the puck. How about those pads for that goaltender for Switzerland? Posh, I think is his name. Posh. Love the pads. From a fellow goaltender, I respect the pads. He's only 5'9", everybody. The goaltender for the Swiss, 5'9". Very short for a goaltender. Another icing. Latvia, you got to connect on your passes. Tell you what, this Oregon player in Moncton, on point. Hey, everybody, I know we're early in the tournament, but if you had to predict, because I love asking prediction questions because I'm curious what you think. Who do you think is going to win this World Juniors based off the first couple days here? Good save there by Posh. I did say it right, Pash. Look at me. TSN, sign me up to commentate World Juniors. Because I believe every team has played at least one game. Yes, that is fact. That is a fact. Every team has played at least one game. I'd say, I know that Canada lost, but I still can't go against Canada. Sweden, they always do good in the group stage, but they always choke in the medal rounds, so I'm not picking Sweden. Finland's kind of a dark horse team that kind of meanders their way through the group stage, but then turns it on late. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw another US-Canada matchup. I could totally see that. It's just weird having this tournament without Russia in it. It's definitely it's a weird dynamic without Russia. Because basically you have your top four teams. That because it's going to be US, Canada, Sweden, Finland. That's going to be your semifinal matchups basically, unless barring a major upset in the quarterfinals. That's basically your semifinals already. Whereas when Russia's in this tournament, there's always that wild card. Because then you're going to have one of those big matchups in the quarterfinals, like a US-Russia or Canada-Russia in the quarterfinals. So yeah, different dynamic without them in the tournament. Angus says, based on history / power ranking, Canada wins. But I was watching TSN earlier today, or NHL Network, because they've been showing all the games here in the States. And they said that Canada, when they lose their first game, I think the best that they've finished is 5th place in a tournament. They've never won a medal in the history of the World Juniors when they've lost the opening game for Team Canada. And that was the first time they've ever lost a opening game on home ice. Well, good save. Rebound, scores! Latvia ties it up at 1. There we go. Only their third shot of the game. But we have a tie game. Don's Lukamelis, the Boston Bruins draft pick, gets the goal for Latvia. Yeah, Posh, that's just a bad rebound to give up if you're Posh. He just left that rebound right in the slots. And Lukamelis pounced on it. Just went in and out of his glove. There we go, everybody. We got a game. We got about 6:40 left here in the first. Hefty Duck, in my opinion, it could be a final. Could be Czechia versus Sweden. Would be a little surprising, but they both look really strong this year. That would be a crazy final. Because one, Czechia making it that far would be insane. That would mean they'd have to beat like a Canada or a USA in the semifinals to get there, or the quarterfinals to get there, depending on where they finish in the group. Sweden, I can't remember the last time Sweden was in a final in the gold medal game. You know what? I think I do. I think the United States played Sweden in the gold medal game in 2015 in Ufa, Russia, if my memory serves me right. It wasn't 2015. What year was it? 2014? It was in Russia. I know it was in Ufa, Russia. Or was it 13? Yeah, here we go. 2013 World Juniors, Ufa, Russia. United States beats Sweden 3-1 in the gold medal game. That team was stacked. Oh my gosh. John Gibson as your goaltender. JT Miller, Jacob Trouba, Alex Galchenyuk, Jake McCabe, Connor Murphy, Seth Jones, John Gillies, backup goalie, Johnny Gaudreau, Trocheck, Gostisbehere, Ryan Hartman, Riley Barber, Rocco Grimaldi, Mike Riley, Jim Vesey. Shout out Mario Lucia. He was a Golden Gopher. Anyone else? But yeah, I mean, there's a loaded roster. But yeah, I think that was the last time Sweden was in a final. I think when I my Google searches, it might have been 14. Finland defeated host team Sweden 3. Okay, it might have been 2014 the last time they were in a final. But Czechia winning, he's called Hefty Duck has predicted that Czechia is going to win the whole tournament. Bold. Hefty Duck is bold. Sean says Latvia ain't going down without a fight. You're damn right. Latvia never quits. Angus says losing an early game can be a motivator to improve, hence Argentina in the World Cup. Yeah, that's a very good point. Argentina lost to Saudi Arabia and ended up winning the whole thing. But yeah, Canada's schedule. They got Germany. They should beat Germany pretty easily. They got Austria. You should beat Austria. No problem. And then it's that Sweden game on New Year's Eve. Canada, Sweden. I think they still have a shot at being, I don't know, do they have a shot at being first? It would take a lot of results. Like Sweden would have to lose to check the Czechia then. And then it would come down to like goal differential and all that jazz. So I don't know if that's possible. They could definitely finish second. Yeah, you just don't want to finish fourth. Without Russia in the tournament, as long as you don't finish fourth, then you avoid having to play one of the top teams in the quarterfinals. Just finish third and above, and you're fine. Well, I guess if you finish third, you might still you'd play the 2 seed from the other group. So I guess That wouldn't matter, would it? You want to finish second and above, I should say. Oh, bit of a... That looked unintentional. Latvia player down. That looked unintentional. Number 22 for the Swiss. That's Vincent Despont. 2-minute penalty for interference on Despont. Oh, okay. That replay, he did see him coming and kind of like lifted his elbow just a little bit at him. So that's a good call. Good call by the refs. 2-minute power play for Latvia. I'm surprised he didn't get more because there was head contact a little bit. And these IIHF rules, any head contact is like big no-no. Did that one. Hefty Duck says, I'm a little biased towards Czechia. I was the watch-along host for last night's game here. And Czechia has some Blue Jackets prospects. Oh, I understand. I get that. I remember one year, I think the Islanders had... Well, this is easy for me. I'm American. The Islanders had like Wallstrom and Bellows on the U.S. team. So, but I remember they had Aatu Ratu on for Finland. I definitely was kind of rooting for Finland. So I totally understand. Oh, chance there. Good save by Posh. Ooh, that was a good chance for Latvia. The Swiss get it out. So far, better power play for Latvia. That first power play was crap. This one's a lot better. Oh, backdoor play. Shot gets blocked. Still Latvia with it. Shot hit the glass. You got to hit the net. If you're going to shoot it anywhere outside the dots on a power play, you got to hit the net. Otherwise, it's going to wrap all the way around and come out. Hefty Duck. Last year, Ken Johnson scored the turning winning goal for Canada. Yep, I remember that. Columbus prospect got a cheer for something this year. Yep, I understand. Well, look out. Here come the Swiss. Ooh, shot got blocked. Yeah, Latvia's definitely grown into the game. Bit of a shaky start, but are playing a lot better in the second half of the period. Oh, look out. Breakaway. Latvia. Oh, he missed the net. I think he missed the net. Or Posh maybe got a little piece of it. But here come the Swiss. She's swarmed by 3 Latvian defensemen. And they'll ice the puck. So 52.3 to go. Latvia on a breakaway. We got to see if he missed the net or not. I couldn't tell from replay. I think Posh may have got a little piece of it. So that was Robert Sejuskis with that breakaway chance. So we got 40 seconds left here in the period. Sean says our top prospect is on Finland. So I'm a little biased towards them this year. Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't think the New York Islanders have a prospect in this whole tournament. They're my favorite team, so I'm just going for the standard U.S. Going for the U.S. to win it. There we go. That'll do it. End of the first period, a 1-1 game. Good period. Very even. Like I said, Switzerland dominated the first half. Latvia got back in the game in the second half. Shots 9-7 for the Swiss. To quote Sean here, that was a very good first period. Very good first period. You'll see what happens in the second. I think we could see a Latvia win. I think they're playing good enough. The goaltending's there. I mean, Berzin's, the goalie for Latvia, wasn't tested a whole lot. But that Kevin Posh, definitely questionable rebounds, especially on that goal that he gave up. But right, we'll step aside here, let the sponsor identify themselves. We'll be back for the start of the second period. Before I do that, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, smash a like button, all that stuff YouTubers tell you to do that. Follow the social medias. @HockeyPodNet is the Twitter and Insta. If you want to follow me on my social medias, @GrantHakeem is the Twitter, @Grant_Hakeem is the Insta and TikTok. If you do want to help support the channel, you can do that through the live chat. And then if you want to check out any of the stuff I do on YouTube, the Grant Hakeem YouTube channel, I basically just do gaming live streams and do watch-alongs just like this. So if you're interested, you can check it out there. But more importantly, subscribe to the Hockey Podcast Network. We'll let the sponsor identify themselves. You're watching the Latvia Switzerland live watch-along on the Hockey Podcast Network. All right, we're back. Thank you as always to DraftKings for sponsoring this stream and everything at the Hockey Podcast Network. Make sure you use the code THPN when you sign up for DraftKings. All right, we're back for the start of the second period. Apologies if you hear any construction noises. My house is like a construction site. Lots of remodeling going on, so apologies for any saws or hammers that you might hear throughout the stream. So as a recap, Lewis Robin, also known as Robin Hood, got the goal for the Swiss. Dan Zlokomelis got the goal for Latvia. Shots 8-7. They must have added a few shots for Latvia because it wasn't that close before. But 8-7. So as close as you could get. Go that back up. Sean says my 3-1 prediction is still possible. Yes, it is, Sean. I said 2-1 Latvia, so that's still on as well. It is. We'll see how hot Switzerland comes out, though. They showed quite a lot of grit against Finland late in the game, too. Yes. Swiss are an interesting team because they usually finish like 5th overall when the tournament's over. And they usually end up like 3rd in the group of whatever group they're in. And so that's a tough – they're always like a tough semifinal – or sorry, they're a tough quarterfinal matchup. I remember the U.S. have had to play the Swiss a bunch in the quarterfinals. And those games are hard. Like, it's not an easy win for the U.S. Same with, like, Czech Republic. Like, those are hard games in the quarterfinals. There you go. Good start for Latvia. No icing, says the ref. Hefty Duck says there are 2 Islander prospects in the tournament. Cale Odelis. Oh, okay. I remember Cale Odelius. So there we go. And then Aleski Malinin. I don't remember drafting him, but I remember Cale Odelius. I forgot he was for Sweden. My prospect knowledge for the Islanders is very slim. I don't know a whole lot about that. But we got a penalty for Latvia. Tripping penalty on Lavins got the penalty. There it is, Martin Lavins. Shot got blocked by the Latvians, and they get it out. The Swiss on the power play, they were 0 for 1 against Finland. Hefty had to look it up. Work is slow today. Yeah. But yes, if you are watching this game at the office, you're a legend. If you're a student, amazing winter break. I'm on winter break. I'm a college student, so happy we could do this 4 p.m. Eastern game. Latvia can't get it out. It's bouncing in the slots. Now they get it out past the blue line. But I forgot to say at the start of the period, if you are new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe. Click the bell icon to notify whenever the channel goes live. Smash the like button. Follow us on the social medias at HockeyPodNet is the Twitter and Insta. If you do want to donate, you can do that through the live chat. Sean, we're back. Yes, we are. Whoa. All of a sudden, my fan in my room just went apeshit. Whoa. Puck goes out of play here, 17:33. Maybe my fan has been hacked by somebody. Maybe it was the people who shut off my Wi-Fi on Christmas Eve. Sean, I'm so tempted to sim the whole tournament on Shell 23 and see how it goes. Do it, Sean. You got to do it and let us know who won. That's another reason. No, they have the World Juniors in Shell 22, don't they? Because I was like, oh, if they have the World Juniors in 23, that might be enough to get me to buy it. I might just end up buying the game, honestly, at this point. NHL 23. How much is it? $30 at Best Buy. There you go. Oh, it's $23.99 at GameStop. That's actually a pretty good price. Donnell. What's up, Donnell? Hope you're doing well. I came up on here before, but didn't know you'd be doing the live stream. Yes, I am doing the live stream. And then I'll be doing one next week. That's to be determined, depending on like quarterfinal matchups or semifinal matchups. Let me take a look at the master schedule here. So yeah, like January 3rd, 4th. January 4th is the semifinals. So I'll probably end up doing like a semifinal game or a quarterfinal game. We'll see. So yeah, probably January 3rd, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th is probably when I'll go live again on this channel. Sean, I got scammed, bro. I bought it opening day for like $60. I used to do that, Sean, when I was in high school. Whenever the day that NHL got released, I would drive to Target and buy NHL like the day it came out. I would just go after school. But yeah, now I've learned that you should wait like after Christmas because then they drop the price like by half. So I usually just buy the new games like in the spring. I did that with FIFA. Like I bought FIFA like during the pandemic. I bought like FIFA 20 in the spring and it was only like $30. But yeah, $60 for that joke of a game is a scam. Get the police. Call the police. You've been scammed. What's the rating? According to Google users, 52% like the game. Literally half of the people like it. Good pressure by the Swiss. Oh, you don't want to do that. Swiss got to regroup. It wasn't that big of a disaster. But if you're a defenseman, do not try and do a toe drag or a move right at the blue line. Because if it gets poke checked, you're giving up a breakaway. It's weird. I look on Google and it says only half the people like it. But I go to Best Buy. There's 11, 13, 15 reviews. 11 people gave it 5 stars. Smaller sample size, I guess. Oh, look at this. FIFA 23 is also $30. I got to get into playing FIFA. That's one game I definitely want to get into more. I haven't played FIFA in a long, long time, so I'd have to relearn how to play. But that'd be fun to do some gaming things on my channel for FIFA. Donnell, was you talking about Shell 23? Are you going to get a new console with it, like a PS5 or an Xbox Series X? I hope so, Donnell. Oh, what a save by Burzins. Excellent save by Burzins to keep the game tied at 1. But yeah, the Swiss pounding on the door here in the second. But yeah, I would love to get a PS5. I've had Xbox like basically my whole life. And I'm definitely down to switch to PlayStation. The only problem is that I'd have to buy like all the games I have to buy them for PlayStation now because I have obviously all Xbox games. So yeah, I don't know. I might just stick with Xbox. I might decide to switch. How much are those Xbox Series X? You know what? When I went Christmas Eve shopping, I went to Target and I saw they had one PS5 left in stock and it was like $600. And I'm like, that's not terrible. Because I thought PS5s cost like $1,000. So like, oh, $600 isn't that bad. But you can get a PS5 for $422 at Walmart. Oh, it's the digital edition. There's no disc. Oh, I didn't know that. So you can buy a console that doesn't have like a disc like inserter thing. I didn't know that. So it's literally just like a big ass hard drive to store games on. There's not even like a CD player in it. Ah. The problem with that though, you need a lot of storage on that little device to store lots of games, wouldn't you? Angus says, I feel old. I must be the only non-gamer in here. Yeah. I don't know if I'd classify myself as a gamer. I just play Fall Guys and Shell. I do want to get into Grand Theft Auto, and I was going to on Christmas Eve, but the Wi-Fi in my neighborhood got shut down, so I wasn't able to do it. But I'm hoping on New Year's Eve, I can do like a extended live stream on New Year's Eve, and we can all ring in the new year together while we play like Grand Theft Auto or Shell or Fall Guys. We'll do all those games together. So yeah, we can do that on my channel, definitely. Hefty Duck says, I'm a PC gamer and they won't release NHL games on PC. Yeah, I wish they would release NHL. Like, it'd be fun if they had like an iOS game that you could play on your phone or iPad. Or why not do something with like Apple Arcade? I think that'd be cool to have an NHL game. Icing call on the Swiss. Angus says the Wi-Fi in my neighborhood was shut down during your show on the previous night. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was so annoying. Like literally, so the story about that happened. Now on Christmas Eve, I was doing like a Christmas Eve party stream for 4 hours where I'd play Fall Guys, NHL, and GTA 5. And halfway through the stream, the Wi-Fi literally just went out. And then I looked online and then it said, oh yeah, your service got interrupted and it won't be restored until like 10 p.m. or whatever. And the Wi-Fi did come back on around like 10 o'clock, but at that point, like I already told people that like the stream's over, I can't do it again. So I was like, I'll just reschedule it for New Year's Eve and then pray that to the Comcast gods that they're not going to ruin my stream on New Year's Eve. Let's hope. Hefty Duck, that would be dope. All the mobile games are like fantasy team kind of stuff. Yeah, exactly. An NHL game on iOS or Apple Arcade would be so much fun. Because then you could, like, if you're like on a long flight or something, right, on the airplane, you can play like NHL on your iPad with a controller. That'd be fun. You could play online too. Imagine like you could play someone out, like your buddy on the plane on NHL on your iPad. There's a business idea for you. Angus, my service came back on 15 hours later. Yeah, that's bad. Mine came on like just a couple hours. Oh, chance for the Swiss. Shot. What a block. That's an excellent block by Bukarts for Latvia. Selling out. Love it. Oh, shot. What a save by Berzins. He's on his stomach and he's making saves. Berzins. Wow. Keeping Latvia in the game at 1-1. Another shot. Missed the net for the Swiss. And Latvia gets it out. It'll be an icing. Much needed icing for the Latvians. What a sequence for Berzins. Point blank shots, and he just keeps his ground and stays calm. But yeah, then his own player runs into him, so he's on his stomach and has to get up quick. But yeah, great job by Berzins. Undrafted, by the way. So if any team's interested, Berzins. Remember the name. So, wow. So Switzerland got a penalty. And it's a 10-minute game misconduct for an equipment issue. And the announcers are saying it's because he was chewing on his mouth guard why he got a 10-minute misconduct. What? I've never seen that. Who gets a penalty for chewing on their mouth guard? I've did that my whole life. I've chewed on my mouth guard. I still do to this day. I'll chew on my mouth guard. Oh, Latvia almost scored. Just went wide. But yeah, it's a 10-minute penalty for him, but it's still 5-on-5. But I've never seen that before. Chewing your mouth guard, I guess, is a 10-minute penalty at the international level. Equipment issue. Sean says, I gladly never lost by service. That sucks, Arch. 15 hours is crazy. Yeah, that would be terrible. Yeah, look at this chance for the Latvians. Oh, just missed. Rulers had like half the net wide open and just missed. Good save by Berzins. Glove save. Flash the leather. Hefty Duck, what a weird call. Saw a major and misconduct last night, and they kicked the dude out. Yes, for Canada. I did see that on the replay. But yeah, the reason why they do that, it was just head contact, I guess. If you touch a guy's head at the international level, even if you're delivering a hit, like to someone's chest, if there's any contact with the head, they'll give you a major for it. Which I think is kind of harsh because, I mean, I played hockey even though when I was younger, I was a defenseman. And, you go and hit someone right in their chest. Of course, your shoulder is going to hit their head a little bit. So, I mean, it's very hard to control your shoulder, like the height of your shoulder as you're going to check someone. So, I mean, it is harsh. I understand the rule, but yeah, it's hard to argue against it because you want to keep everyone safe. Wow, Switzerland has a lot of guys in the Canadian Hockey League. I didn't realize that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And a couple of the guys actually played Moncton. The Moncton Wildcats. Pass will cover it here. 9:23 left in the second. Shots 15-9 for the Swiss. I tell you what, I wish, as an American who lives in the States, I wish we had TSN. I love watching TSN. It's so much better than like the ESPN because all they talk about on ESPN is basketball, and I feel like TSN gives hockey like the priority, which is nice as a hockey fan. So I've always wished that, in the US we could get TSN. And I saw that they cover obviously the Canadian Hockey League, which would be fun to watch too. But being in America, I can't because I don't have TSN. But yeah, I mean, at least NHL Network shows the TSN feed for the World Junior games. They don't show the TSN feed for the US games, which I find annoying because I want to see the TSN feed, not our crappy announcers that the US has. But whenever I've traveled to Canada, I'm always tuned into TSN. Yeah, I'd say this game has definitely it's settled in a nice rhythm here. Like it isn't like end-to-end action. It's a nice little like rhythm. Like each team might get a chance or two, but it's very like dump and chase. The other team gets it out, dump and chase, like that type of game. I think my 2-1 prediction is going to be spot on today. I think I'm going to be right for once. Was shot there, saved by Berzins. We got some tired Latvians on the ice. Shot gets blocked. Point shot goes wide. And Latvia is able to get it out. Good pressure there for the Swiss. That's offside. 7:01 to go in the second. Sean says, I almost forgot my Predators were playing tonight. I feel like almost everyone in the NHL is playing tonight, Sean. A lot of games going on. Burzins made a head save. He headbutted the puck. But yeah, a lot of games. Nashville, Dallas. I think Rangers, Capitals should be a good game. Islanders, Penguins. Islanders definitely need to start winning games. I don't think they're making the playoffs. They're just not good enough, but Wild Jets, that's a big rivalry game. We got the Battle of Alberta. We got the Battle of Vegas and LA, whatever you want to call that. I don't know if there's a rivalry nickname for that, Vegas, LA yet. Blues, Leafs, Angus. Yeah, that's a good one. Good shout. Oh, a shot there for Latvia. Just missed. And here come the Swiss. Then they got to regroup in the neutral zone. Does anybody else think the white helmets for this team Switzerland is a bit weird? I feel like it doesn't match a whole lot. I feel like red would look better. Or maybe not. I don't know. Easy save for Burzins. He'll cover with 5:16 left here in the second. Come on, I need a team to score. Yeah. I don't think no one's scored until we get to overtime. And it's going to be Latvia. And I swear, if you're watching NHL Network right now, they play the same damn ads year after year after year for the World Juniors. It's the same ads. It's like the USA Hockey ad. Then it's like the, like 50 something percent or 40 something percent of NHLers played college hockey or whatever. And it's like a college hockey advertisement. Then they play like the if you're going balds, whatever company does that. It's the same one. It's so frustrating. Angus, Vegas, LA is the celebrity battle. That's a good one. What's the main like freeway from Vegas to LA? Las Vegas from Las Vegas to Los Angeles. Am I able to zoom in on this map? I-15. You could call it the I-15. I don't know. Something with I-15 in it. The Battle of I-15. Yeah, here we go. Angus, Highway 10 to Highway 15. Something like we can incorporate that in the name of the rivalry. The I-15 rivalry. Vegas and the LA Kings. The I-15 rivalry. That has a nice ring to it. The I-15 rivalry. Lauren. Thanks for tuning in, Lauren. Any Ducks games scheduled? And then any games Nate and Carter will do. Let me take a look at the master schedule. Let me look. So Lauren, it looks like Carter and Nate, they're not signed up to do a game until the gold medal game on January 5th at 4:30. That's Pacific time. So that's what? 7:30 Eastern. The gold medal game. That's the next time they're signed up to do a game. But as of right now, there are no Anaheim Duck game watch-alongs scheduled. You're probably mostly going to see World Junior content on this channel until the tournament's over. Good save by Posh. God, I need Posh's leg pads. Those are some sick leg pads. But yeah, there you go, Lauren. Gold medal games next time they'll be on the channel. Angus, Switzerland uses lots of white and very little red on almost all their international sporting uniforms. I just think red helmets would look better than the white. Or that might be too much red. If you're going to use red helmets, I would incorporate more white into the jersey. But Latvia's uniforms, I like it. It's like a burgundy maroon color. Ducks games, yes. Highway 10. Oilers Flames should be a good game tonight. Yes, that never disappoints. Battle of Alberta. I spent about an hour at the Calgary International Airport, so I feel like I should root for the Flames because of that. I don't know who would if I had to pick a team. Oh, we got a penalty on the Swiss. Tripping penalty on Sidler. Oh, they called it for holding tripping. He fell down, so Latvians going on the power play. 3:13 left in the second. But yeah, if I had to pick a team, Oilers, Flames, I'd go Flames. I like the jerseys. I've been to the airport, like I said. Probably got more players that I like, honestly. I like Jacob Markstrom. Angus, been to Vegas and only been to the LAX airport. I took a trip to LA when I was 19, 20. So it was a few years, just a couple years ago, 3 years ago or so. Loved my time in LA. I love the vibe out there. Amazing. It's just like a chillax, like easygoing vibe. It's definitely my scene. It was great. Went to Beverly Hills and everything. What a glove save by Posh. Good save. Not like I could afford anything in Beverly Hills, but it was fun to walk around. But yeah, Vegas is a place that I'd go. I'd be a little nervous going there because there's a lot of temptations in Vegas. You got to be very strict when you go there. Don't want to gamble away all of your savings. Sean, never been to Vegas. Not sure if I want to go, but might one day. That's how I feel, Sean. It's not on my list of places that I want to go. But if I got the opportunity to go, I probably would, just to experience Vegas. Maybe go see a Knights game. But yeah, you got to be careful in Vegas. Angus says he was married in a drive-through. As I'm saying that, Latvia scores and they take the lead 2-1 on the power play. Just like the magic of your wedding, there's some Latvian magic here. How many shots do they have this period? I think that's like their fourth shot of the period. Well, look at the replay. Puck goes to the point. A shot. Another rebound given up by Posh. And Dukers pounces on the rebound. Just like the first goal. Posh giving up a bad rebound. And Latvians capitalize on it. Dukers. That reminds me of that player for Netherlands, Den Dunker. I love that Den Dunker. That's such a fun thing to say. But we have Dukers for Latvia. Daryl's Dukers. Undrafted. I tell you what, I would have drafted him just based off his name. Daryl's Dukers. I love that name. Angus says the little white chapel we got married in. Yes. Before the pandemic hits, right, Grant? Yes. Latvia, ain't no way. Andrew, while you in Las Vegas, stayed in Las Vegas. And then Hefty Duck, let's go. Score prediction could be happening. We'll see. We'll see. I said overtime wins, so I guess I'm out. Shot the flex out of play there. 1:04 to go in the second. Once again, the shots were a bit one-sided for the Swiss, but late in the period, they've tightened up. Oh, yeah. Watching that replay again, Posh needs to save that. I think his pad lifted just for a split second so that puck could get through. But he's got to have that with that pad. Well, look out. The Swiss might capitalize. Latvians do well. Oh, big hits. It's been a very grindy type of game here. Here come the Swiss, steered away by Berzins. Latvians kick it out. That's a way to get it out. Play some soccer. Ooh, Latvia, shoot it. Oh, he missed the net. And that's going to do it. End of the second period. 2-1 lead for Latvia. How about this, folks? This would really mess up the standings if Latvia can pull this off. This would be very interesting standings here. Because if you take a look, if Latvia holds on, they would have 3 points, which would put them in third. Switzerland would only have 2 still, so they'd be in fourth. And then barring on what Slovakia does later today, or do they play today? They play tomorrow, don't they? Yeah, they play against the U.S. I mean, I don't think Slovakia is beating the U.S., but who knows? Czech Republic beat Canada, so I'm not writing any game off at this point. But yeah, Latvia, Finland. It could be interesting. Like the 2 to 4 seeds could be very interesting. I think the Switzerland-Slovakia game, that's going to be a big one. That's on New Year's Eve. That's a big one. And then Latvia, Slovakia. Like those two games will probably decide the 2 through 4, how that's going to shake up. But yeah, we'll see. I wouldn't be shocked if Slovakia goes down. Get rid of this. There we go. End of the second. We'll step aside here. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Smash the like button as well. Follow us on the social medias at HockeyPodNet. That's our Insta and Twitter. If you want to follow me on my Twitter, at Grant Hakeem is the handle like you see on your screen. At Grant_Hakeem is the Insta and TikTok for me. If you do want to help support the channel, you can do so through the live chat. Anything else? Do everything that YouTubers tell you to do. I feel like a broken record a lot of times as a YouTuber saying all the stuff, but it's stuff that you guys say. We'll step aside here, let the sponsor identify themselves. You're watching the Swiss Latvia live watch along on the Hockey Podcast Network. All right, hello everybody. We're back for the start of the third period. Thank you as always to DraftKings for not only sponsoring this stream, but everything at the Hockey Podcast Network. Make sure you use the code THPN when you sign up for DraftKings. Right, I've opened up the blinds. It was getting warm in my room, so letting some air in. Some frigid air here in Minnesota. It's, I think, single digits out, so it'll be open momentarily, but I'm going to shut it down because I don't want my room to be super cold. But, yes, get this back up. Beans is here. Go Beans, he says. You're making me hungry. Still thinking about that game misconduct from earlier. Sober. Yeah, I don't understand. For chewing the mouth guard, apparently you can get a game misconduct for that. I'm going to put this up more. You can probably see the snow out the window a little bit. Caked in snow. Here we go. Players at center ice. And we are underway for the third period in Moncton. And there's a whistle right away. Probably icing. Oh, it's warmer than I thought. I thought it was single digits here. It's 24. There you go. I thought it was colder than that. It feels like 7. It feels like 7 with the wind chill. So it is single digits, I guess. Jeff says, what's up? Happy holidays. Yes, happy holidays to you, Jeff, and everybody watching. Gearing up for New Year's Eve. That's going to be fun. I love New Year's Eve. Yeah, I always love the day before the major holiday. Like Christmas Eve I love, and then New Year's Eve I love. But I always feel like Christmas Day is kind of like it's like sad almost, because like there was so much buildup right since like October for this one day. And then once you're at Christmas Day, you're like, oh, it's over now. You know, Christmas is over. The whole holiday, it's, you know, it's coming to an end. So it's kind of sad. But then you always look forward to New Year's. And then once you get past New Year's Day, it's like, oh, holiday season's over. It's January. I got to go back to school, back to work. And World Juniors are over. The next major holiday is like, you got MLK Day. You get a day off from school for MLK Day, of course. But the next kind of big holiday is Valentine's Day in February, which I've never celebrated a true Valentine's Day in my life, if you know what I mean. But anyway, Sean says, how's it going, Jeff? Yep. Angus says it's a balmy 32 degrees in St. Louis. That is very balmy, Angus. I do t-shirts and a short in that weather. Jeff says, Angus, I got married in Seattle and honeymooned in BC. Oh, Jeff. That's my dream right there. Saved all the wasted money really for one day and everyone bitching about the food. No thanks. Oh, British Columbia. I can't say enough good things about British Columbia. Best place I've ever been to. You guys are well, yeah. It's a heat wave. Good save by Berzings there. Great game for Latvia. Berzings, the goaltender. Where does he play his junior hockey? Oh, I put cap locks on. That's not good. Patrick Berzins. I'm assuming he plays like in some Latvian league. Patrick Berzins. He's 19. Oh, he plays in the NAHL in the NAL. Danbury Junior hat tricks. He's played 13 games, 921 save percentage. Look at that. That's amazing. And he's going to go to the University of Maine for the 23-24 season. That's got to be... That's this next year. Okay. Yeah, I tell you what, I wouldn't be shocked if this Burzins kid becomes a highly coveted free agent after college. I guarantee you all the NHL teams are going to want him after college. Looks really good. But yeah, if you are new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe to the Hockey Podcast Network. The social medias at HockeyPodNet. Follow us there, Twitter and Insta. If you want to follow me, at Grant Hakeem is the handle for Twitter. If you want to check out any of the content I do on YouTube, the Grant Hakeem YouTube channel, I do gaming and live watch-alongs just like this. Good save by Posh there. He covers 16:40 left. But yeah, on my channel, I'm thinking of going live on, what's today? Can't keep my date. Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. So yeah, Thursday, I'll probably go live on my channel and play some Fall Guys. And then on Saturday, New Year's Eve, I'll do a 4-hour stream again to celebrate New Year's Eve with everyone. That's like my upcoming schedule this week. But on this channel, the Hockey Podcast Network, we got on the 29th, it looks like there'll be some Blue Jackets Islanders game someone's going to cover. And then we got Canada, Austria on the 29th as well. Slovakia, Latvia. That should be a good one on the 30th. And then USA, Finland on the 31st. Just some upcoming streams on this channel. Shot by the Swiss. Oh, Burzing was out of position. And Kennedy missed the net for the Swiss. Jeff says BC is awesome. Stanley Park is amazing. Oh, yes. I love Stanley Park. I went to Stanley Park to go see the sunset when I went to Vancouver for American Thanksgiving. It was gorgeous. It was a little hairy, though, because once it gets dark out, that place is kind of sketchy. Because there's, like, wild animals everywhere, and you don't want to, like... It's pitch black. There's no lights, really. So it gets sketchy at night when the sun goes down. So I was very careful walking back to my car. The lights go out and I can't be saved. Tides that I tried to swim against, that put me down and put my knees. Oh, and I beg and plead, singing. They were playing Clocks by Coldplay. The organ player was. Shout out to the Moncton organ player. Angus, then we have people around here who dress like they live in Serbia when it's 50 degrees outside. Oh, yeah. There's definitely some real softies who live in Minnesota. Like, I love it when people complain, like, when it's below 40 degrees in Minnesota. And it's like, you chose to live here. So I don't know what the issue is. You chose to live here where it gets to, like, negative 40 in the winter. Like, just chill out. 40 degrees is perfectly fine with me. Angus says he wants to go to the Pacific Northwest. You gotta, Angus. Seattle. Recommend Seattle. Get to see Mount Rainier. Go to Pike's Place. There's a park in Seattle where you get a nice view of Mount Rainier and the skyline and the Space Needle. I can't remember what the name of that park was. Cary Park. It's like in Ballard, basically. It's a nice spot. Angus, you must know my neighbor. He dresses his kids like they live in Alaska. They dress them like a Christmas story. Jeff, don't the Blues play Toronto tonight? Yes, they do, Jeff. You are correct. Toronto visiting St. Louis, 8 p.m. Eastern. Okay, got some good NHL games. So if you want to keep watching hockey all day, after this game, we got Austria, Czech Republic in Group A. That's in Halifax. And then a whole bunch of games in the NHL as well. So you could literally watch hockey till the night's over here. Angus says there are people like that everywhere, 100%. And they really suck at driving. Lock the wheels and turn. Oh my gosh, yeah. In Minnesota, the first snowfall in Minnesota, people drive like they've never seen snow before. It's brutal. Like it doubles your commute time, and it's so annoying. Like there was one time I was driving probably a couple weeks ago. There was snow on the ground, but you could still see the road. Like the roads were plowed, like perfectly, no ice. Like it was perfectly fine. It was just straight, tarmac. Like you could see the road fine. And people are driving like 20 below the speed limit. And I'm like, what are we doing here? Like you can see the road. There's no ice. Like, I mean, I understand like, oh, there might be black ice or something, but I just don't get it. Like we can go the speed limit and be fine, people. Angus, so true. People live in a warmer climate, and a red flag is a red flag in a colder climate. Very true. Yeah, no good after dark. Yikes, we never stayed after dark. Yeah, Stanley Park after dark. Not something you really want to do. I walked back to my car, and it was a little dicey. There were other people on the paths, but another problem I have with like the winter, even though like I don't have a problem with the winter, but the thing that sucks about it is that the sunset like happens at like 4:00. It's like when you're visiting Vancouver, you have to cram in everything you want to do, like touristy, before 4:00. So the sun went down at 4, and it's like, well, it's pitch black. Like, what are we gonna do? So yeah, that's why like I want to visit again in Vancouver, like in the spring, summer, when the days are longer. But yeah, it was a little scary. Jeff says it's a great song. Clocks by Coldplay, amazing. No one else compares. Love it. Angus, I once heard somebody complain about the snow while wearing a Let It Snow t-shirt. That's funny. Jeff says, so used to be so much worse years ago. I'm talking feet of snow. We have no kids playing outside anymore. Pathetic. It's insane. Yeah, I remember whenever I had a snow day when I was a kid, like 10 years ago, always went outside with the sled and went down my hill in my backyard and invited friends, and we all would take turns on the sled, and it was a good time. I feel like nowadays kids don't do that anymore. But yeah, back to this game quick because we've been kind of talking about other stuff. Still 2-1 Latvia. Shots 21-17 for the Swiss. Nothing really eventful has happened. Swiss got to turn it on here, though, if we want to force OT. Angus says, I remember snow in 1977. It was a whole lot on the ground on Inauguration Day. Wow, that early in November. I remember, I don't remember, but my parents told me that in Minnesota in like the 80s, there was a massive snowstorm on Halloween. Like there was like a couple feet of snow on Halloween night. And then Hefty Duck says, I think I could watch hockey till like 1:30 a.m. Eastern. Yeah, I think so. Because we got some, what's the LA Vegas game is probably the last game. That's at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, so that won't finish until 11:30, 12:30, like what, 1? That game should finish around like 1 a.m. tomorrow. In St. Louis, Forest Park is a no-go due to crime. Yeah. They need more lights. But I understand you don't want lights in a park, I guess. You don't want to disturb animals, but at least, kind of light the sidewalks. There's no lights on the sidewalks. But yeah, Sean, yes. How much time is left? Yes, it's still 2-1. We got 10-20 left here in the third. Chance for the Swiss. Shot gets blocked. Yeah, so basically what we're seeing is Latvia. Oh, we got a penalty. Penalty on the Swiss. I think it's going to be for holding. But the Latvian player also got a penalty for roughing. Yeah, definitely like a holding call. And the Swiss player starts like playing with his head, like putting him in a headlock. And then Vilmanis. Yeah, then Vilmanis gets a penalty for retaliating. But Latvia still is on the power play. They still get a power play out of it. Or no, they don't. It's 4-on-4. See, I don't like that. Because, see, what should be done is that Swiss player should get the initial penalty, right, for holding. He should also get an additional one for roughing because he was, like, putting the other guy in a headlock and, like, playing with his helmet and stuff. Gave him a face wash. That should be another penalty on top of the one he already got. And then call the Latvian player for roughing because he retaliated. But you still give Latvia the power play. I don't like that at all because you can get away. Oh, hit the post. Switzerland hits the post here on the 4-on-4. Still 2-1. But I don't like that at all because you get away with the free face wash then. So if I get called for a penalty, I have full reign to face wash a guy without any repercussion then. Like I don't think that makes sense. But yes, that was Leanne Bischel who hit the post for Switzerland. Draft pick of the Stars. Jeff says, Angus, I agree. Got mugged there 8 years ago with my daughter at my side. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Jeff. Too bad I didn't have my firearm. Would have been one last person. Whoa. But yeah, parks at night, not a good place to be. And Angus's inauguration date in 77 was January 21st. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I'm thinking election day. I'm an idiot. I'm thinking election day, November 4th. And of course, inauguration day is in January. Idiot Grant. I always have good memory. That's the same day for the last 80 years or so. Jimmy Carter was president. You remember Billy Beer? I had that cat in my collection. Yeah, Bishop, 18th overall pick by the Stars. So we got a minute 37 left on the 4-on-4, 9:41 left in the game. Man, the Swiss only have one medal ever. They got a bronze in 1998. Got to happen soon. I think they make it to the quarterfinals pretty consistently. They just got to win that one quarterfinal game, then they'll play for a medal. It's going to happen one of these years. Good play by that Latvian defenseman to pinch. Craig Button on the broadcast loses his mind about the refereeing right now. There was a questionable holding penalty. He got his hand up and grabbed him, so I mean, it definitely should have been a penalty. They're letting the kids play. But Latvia's doing a really good job. They're keeping the game simple, dumping the puck in, forechecking, clogging the middle, making it hard for Switzerland to really do anything. All the shots are perimeter shots. They can't penetrate. I shouldn't say penetrate. That's a weird word to say. They can't get into the middle of the ice. The puck was out of play here. 7:33 to go in the third. Here's a replay. That's definitely holding on Pumalis for Latvia. He should have been called for holding. We get it, Craig Button. It's a missed call. Get over it, Craig. Angus says, I had a Billy Beer can at one time. It's funny how parents didn't care about having beer memorabilia. Yeah, how do we think this game is going to end, everybody? I said 2-1 Latvia at the start of the stream. I said overtime, but my score could still be right. Do you think Switzerland's going to tie it up? I think Latvia's going to hold on. They might get an empty netter even. I think they'll hold on for the regulation win. Good D by Latvia, but they iced the puck. Jeff says, I used to collect beef cans and baseball cards, gave them all to my brother. He sold them for good money. Beef cans. Eating beef out of a can doesn't sound too appetizing, if I be honest with you. Angus says, "Oh, used to wear a Coors shirt to junior high school." Oh my gosh. Yeah, you get like expelled nowadays if you do that. I got in trouble once for because I played summer hockey, like AAA hockey in the summer, and our team name was called the Snipers, and our logo was like the crosshairs of a sniper. Like I don't know what that's called. The scope, the sniper scope, basically. Was our logo, and it said snipers across it, and I got in trouble because it was too violent to wear to school. Even there was no gun or anything; it was just the scope thing with the word snipers over it, and apparently that was too violent. 10 years ago. We're nearing crunch time. 5:30 to go here in the third period. Oh, we got a penalty on Vermalis. Switzerland is going to get a power play. They've yet to touch the puck, though, so it's an extended power play for Switzerland here. Shot saved by Berzins. He'll cover. 5:15 to go. Switzerland will be on the power play. Golden chance for them to tie it up here. Man, the sun sets quick. It's pitch black already. It was like, 10 minutes ago, you could still see the sun. Had one in well, shows our age. Angus says, I used to collect baseball and football cards as a kid. I was stupid to throw them away. Beer cans. Yeah, I have a whole, I collected, sports cards. I have a whole booklet, this massive, like a binder of all those cards. I think I still have that somewhere in my house. It's tucked away somewhere. But I bet those are worth money now. They'll be worth money when I'm 80. Maybe my retirement plan. Jeff says, where's this game being played? It's in the beautiful city of Moncton, Nova Scotia. Or New Brunswick. Did I say no? New Brunswick. It's the province of New Brunswick. I thought it was Nova Scotia. Yeah, Moncton, New Brunswick. Apologies. That part of Canada is very rusty for me. When I try and picture where that is, very rusty. But Toronto West, I have pretty good knowledge of Canada. Here we go. Can Switzerland tie it up? Look at how aggressive Latvia is on this penalty kill. Very aggressive. Shot goes wide. It got blocked. And Latvia gets it out. I love seeing the effort from Latvia. Angus says, throwing away my Pete Rose and Hank Aaron cards. I thought I was being grown up. Oh my gosh, Angus. Oh, that's terrible. Oh my gosh. Pete Rose and Hank Aaron. When in doubt, you got to keep it. We got a timeout. Switzerland has called a timeout. I just noticed this. Switzerland's advertisements on their jerseys there is Ford. And then Latvia's, it looks like it's just the logo for the tournament on their sleeve. But yeah, another thing to talk about. I did hear that the Adidas sponsorship for NHL jerseys is coming to an end. I'm assuming that Nike is going to take over, if I had to guess, which would be awesome. I think that'd be cool. I like the Nike jerseys. They look nice. And I wonder if we'll see that same thing with NHL, though, if Nike takes over the advertisement on the sleeve here, which I don't mind. I think that looks better than what they're doing now with the advertisements like right on the front. If it's on the sleeve, you hardly notice that. I wouldn't mind that. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know who's going to take over for jerseys. Shot from the point, goes wide. Latvia gets it out. Pashe, long pass to his forward. And that's going to do it for the power play. Latvia at full strength into the guts of Berzins. He covers with 3:11 to go. Yeah, Berzins, solid today. Sean says Chipotle is the superior advertiser. I love it. I love that the U.S. is sponsored by Chipotle. I'm pretty sure the players get like free Chipotle before the game or something. There's some deal worked out. Here comes Latvia to put the puck in deep. Swiss able to get it out. Shot saved by Berzings. 2:42 left. I've been so impressed with Berzins. I've been very impressed. He has a .921 save percentage in the NAHL. His goals against average is up at like 3 point something. And he only has one win with his team. I think his team was like 1-9, the Danbury Junior, whatever they're called. But you can chalk that up to the team being shit. He's doing everything he can with that team with a .921 save percentage. It's just his team is shit. So will be interesting to see how he does at the university level for Maine next season. I'm definitely to keep my eye out for him. He's done very well. Shot goes wide for the Swiss. We're seeing Latvia. They're just bunkering right now. They chip it out of the zone. But hits someone in the Latvian bench. So face-off will be back in the Latvian zone. 2:08 left here in the third. Castle on Twitch. Shout out Twitch. We love Twitch. Is this the game that's on right now? Yes. Latvia, Switzerland is the game that's on right now. Switzerland has pulled the goalie. Empty net for Latvia. Sorry, empty net for Swiss. Here, the point shot. Scores! Switzerland has tied the game at 2. What a shot from the point. I don't think Berzin saw it. And we're tied at 2. We might be heading to overtime, folks. I feel bad for Berzins. Shot from the point. High glove. He couldn't see it. He got screened. Yeah, he just got screened there. Good job by the forward for the Swiss. Oh, it's tough for Latvia. So close to getting the regulation win. But it looks like we might be heading to overtime again. Icing call on Latvia. $1.50 to go. Angus says Chipotle is about the only fast food that I eat. Jeff says he's never had it. And then Sean's like, you never had it? Yeah, Chipotle is great, Jeff. It's very good. Get a nice burrito or a bowl. They got excellent options at Chipotle. Or Chipotle, as Americans say it. Sean, Swiss, yes. Angus says Chipotle is good. Castle, let's go. Switzerland, let's go. Jeff says, I don't eat fast food anymore since COVID. I had a cheeseburger at McDonald's once. Yeah, I don't really eat fast food a whole lot. But if I had to, I'd probably pick Chipotle. They forced overtime. We'll see, Sean. We shall see. Final minute to go here in the third. I'm going to watch the game here. Shot got blocked for Latvia. The Swiss get out of the zone. Look at the speed by Vinyenko, the defenseman for Latvia. One-man breakout. Who needs forwards? That was my motto. Who needs forwards when you can escape the puck out yourself? Well, Switzerland, we got 15 seconds left. Can they do something? And there we go. That's it. We're heading to overtime, everybody. Switzerland, Latvia, 2-2. Wow. What a tight game. I did say Latvia overtime wins, so I could get partial credit for my score prediction if Latvia wins this in overtime. Angus says Switzerland has neutralized Latvia. Very good, Angus. Castle says one of the players on Switzerland is on my city's junior team. Oh, awesome. Adelo Biasca. Yes, Adelo Biasca. Biasca. Adelo Biasca, yes. He's in the QMJHL. What city? Let me know the city, Castle. Angus, fast food always makes me sick to my stomach, for sure. If you eat like McDonald's or Burger King or Wendy's, you could get really, you can get the shits, is what I'll say. Or Taco Bell, that gives you the shits. Castle, the World Juniors are also in my town. I'm going to the Sweden-Finland game. Oh, that's awesome. So you're in Halifax. That's amazing. Or in the Halifax area. I went to the Canada game last night. I'm going to the gold medal games. Oh, you're lucky, Castle. I'm very envious. That's definitely a bucket list item for me to do, is to go to a World Juniors game. I've never been to one in my life, so. Jeff says, how old are you? I guess 25. I'm 20. I didn't just turn 23. It's been a long year for me, for everybody. I turned 23 in July. So I am 23. It's probably the beer that makes me look 25. I am 23. I still feel like I'm like 16 at heart, if I'm gonna be honest. Sean says Swiss pulls the upset. Halifax Mooseheads. Oh, there we go. I've heard of that team before. Ooh, Colorado or Kentucky. I tell you what, Sean, I played hockey in college for a school in Chicago, and we played a team in Kentucky. I think it was Eastern Kentucky University. I might have told you this already, but craziest place I've ever played a hockey game. That the atmosphere at their arena in Kentucky is insane. So yeah, EKU. Maybe you could go to EKU. Be a colonel, I think, is their mascot. The EKU Colonels. But yeah, Colorado would be cool too. Here we go. Overtime. Swiss, Latvia. Get your predictions. Who's gonna win it? I got Latvia. I'll even pick a player too, because I'm just that expert. I'll pick I'm going Dukers. Daryl's Dukers with the OT winner. Here come the Swiss. Swiss just regrouping here. It's all possession game in 3-on-3. There's Witzel for Switzerland. Drops it off. Shot. Save by Belzers. Berzins. Oh, good poke check by a Latvian defender. 3:30 to go here in overtime. Man, Latvia defensively is very sound. They do a very good job. Come on, Swiss. Let's do this, says Sean. Castle, yeah, the atmosphere is just crazy and so insane compared to how it usually is when it's QMJHL team. It's nowhere near as loud as it is for the World Juniors. The atmosphere for World Juniors is unmatched. Especially when Canada's hosting and Canada's playing. It's definitely awesome to watch. Oh, Dukers! Oh! Pass didn't get to him. Here come the Swiss. Shot, deflects wide. Here's Dukers. Dukers goes off for a change. Very tame overtime so far. Very tame. Cautious. Here's Biasca for Switzerland. Oh, bad pass. Look out. Here we go. Latvia for the win. Latvia. That's going to be a penalty. Is that a penalty? No. Posh is going to cover it. How is that not a hooking penalty? I'm stunned. Look at this replay. Oh, no, that's good. It looked like hooking on the when I watched it live, but after watching the replay, that's a good good no call by the refs. He just lifted the stick. That's a good no call. Oh, here we go. Oh, go to the net. He cuts back again. Still Latvia. Drops it off. Shot. Oh, he missed the net. Oh, that was the chance for Latvia. Luck Mellis dangling through the Swiss defense like Swiss cheese. Cutting them up like Swiss cheese, I should say. Here come the Swiss. It's getting more exciting. We need Dukers. We all want Dukers to score. Shot! Save by Posh. He'll cover. 32.1 to go. Latvia turning on the heat now. Angus has made me credit Swiss, put a lot of money, helped stage some upsets. That could be true, Angus. I never had social media in college, and we survived just fine. We had 2 computers. Social media has really effed up the world. So that was back in 91. Wow, I'm old. Yeah, social media. Definitely positive and negative side to social media. I try and stay off of it as much as I can. Even though I am a YouTuber and I have to be on social media. But it's very toxic. It can be very toxic. So I definitely have to limit myself on how much I can be on it. But yeah, it's sad how mean people can be behind a profile picture. It is sad. What's up, Liam? Thank you for tuning in, buddy. Good to have you back. Castle, the chance that everyone is coming up with because the refs are making bad calls are funny. I agree. Because we have the same refs that we would have for our Moosehead games. Everyone hates them for bad calls. Yeah. Use the typewriter. Wow. Typewriter Angus used. I would love to use a typewriter for fun. Here we go. Here come the Swiss. 20 seconds to go. They got to do something. Oh, hopped over a stick. 5 seconds left. And that will do it. Heading to a shootout, everybody. This game went the distance. Who do we got in the shootout? Who do we got, everybody? Yes, Sean, they go to shootouts. No continuous overtime. Yeah, shootout it is. I didn't go to class for school. They had baseball, or else I would have gotten to Boulder. It had baseball up there. Baseball might just fly away, yeah. It's the altitude, Sean. I went to college in Vermont. Very pleasant. Oh, that's very nice. I went to school in Chicago, and then now I do an online program. Partly because of the pandemic. So there you go. First Rockies game, the ball goes a long way. Pitches have no chance there. And if you play golf, it's crazy. Yeah, I want to visit Colorado. I've never done it. I want to go to Colorado and then like work out and see if I get winded faster. Or we're doing a coin toss. I think Switzerland won the coin toss. Castle, we're starting the shootout now, so they probably got like a 5-minute break. But the shootout starts now. Switzerland is going to shoot first. Also, reminder, they shoot on the same nets, I believe. Or is it different nets? Oh, no, sorry. They're just resurfacing. I was like, they only have one net set up. But never mind. They're just resurfacing. One net's off because the Zamboni still has to go through it. I was like, wow, they're only going to use one side. Angus, any pitching staff has no chance at Colorado. The only way that they win is to move out. Colorado is so nice, yes. Thank goodness I took typing in high school. So Switzerland is going to shoot first. Before we get the shootout going here, if you are new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe to the Hockey Podcast Network. Follow us on the social medias at HockeyPodNet. Here we go, Switzerland. Biasca for the Swiss, the captain. Saved by Berzins. We do 5 rounds, by the way. Cinco, 5 rounds. Great job by Berzins. Loch Melis for Latvia. Look at Posh. That was weird. Saved by Posh. Did you see how he started out? Like he started, like the Latvian player is about to go. Posh is like in his net, like crouched down like this. That is weird. I've never seen that. Goalies are weird, man. Goalies are weird. I'll get back to this comment later. Robans for Switzerland. Saved by Berzins. Another save. That was Robin. Robin Hood. Good job. He got the paddle down when he went from left to right. Rulers. Rulers for Latvia. Here we go. Saved by Posh. Goaltenders are winning so far. Sean says, I was born in Colorado Springs. I've come back there many times and time again. I really love the area. That sounds awesome. Colorado Springs. Reichel for the Swiss. 3rd round. Shots. Oh, he missed. He had a wide open net and missed. Oh. Oh, Reichel. It just rode his stick. He used the wrong wedge. Bukarts for Latvia. Comes in. Saved by Posh. Is anybody going to score in the shootout? But yeah, Posh's style is very interesting. He comes out really out of his net. Here we go, the Swiss. What a save by Berzins. Oh my gosh. Sign this kid up in the NHL. Oh my goodness. This kid's ridiculous. Look at the legwork. That's so difficult to do. Right to left. Oh, gorgeous. Dukers. It's got to be Dukers. Come on, Dukers. Oh, got through Posh, but it goes wide. Wasn't meant to be for Dukers. Now we're on to the 5th round and essentially sudden death rounds. Here we go. Tie bell for the Swiss. Saved by Berzins. Oh my goodness. So good. So good with his legs. Unreal. Look at that. Vilmanis can win it for Latvia right here. Vilmanis. Here we go. Oh, he missed the net. He's bloody missed it. What a prat. He's bloody missed it. So we're heading to the 6th round. And as a reminder, we can repeat shooters now. So you can have the same guy go over and over and over again, like TJ Oshie and Sochi or Troy Terry back in 2017. You keep going over and over again. Here we go. Look, Melis for Latvia. Scores! Latvia on the board in the 6th round. So now Switzerland has to score, otherwise Latvia wins. What a great move. Forehand, backhand, pick it out. High blocker. That's my move right there when I played. Berzins. Oh, they score. Berzins couldn't do it. Wow. Biasca for Switzerland extends the shootout. Yeah, backhand. High backhand shot. Both shooters went there. Seventh round. It's Daryl's Dukers again in the 7th round. Here we go. Come on, Dukers. Oh, almost lost the puck. Oh, Dukers got poke checked by Posh. Oh. A good read by Posh. Reichel for Switzerland can win it if he scores. Here we go. Reichel coming in. Scores! Reichel wins it for Switzerland. The Latvians are stunned. And Switzerland, 2 wins in a row for the Swiss. Granted, after 60 minutes. But unbelievable for the Swiss. Good job for them. Yes, Sean, the Swiss. Oh, you got to feel for Latvia. They did enough. I thought they did enough to win it. They had a 2-1 lead with like a minute to go. Switzerland ties it up late. They get it in the shootout. Berzins, for me, is one of my players of the game for Latvia. He's got to be player of the game for Latvia. What an amazing effort by him today. Keeping his team in it. Sean, another great watch along from Grant. Take care, Arch. Take care. Yep. Have a great rest of your night, everybody. If you want to leave, we'll watch the player of the games if they show it, and the national anthems, and then we'll wrap it up. I don't know if they're going to show it. Yep, take care, Sean. Yeah, I don't know. TSN, show the player of the game. I want to know. Well, I guess we'll never know. We'll have to look on Twitter after, or maybe it's on the IIHF website. We'll figure it out later. I'll do my own player of the game. How about that? I will do a player of the game. If TSN ain't gonna show it, I'll do it. My player of the game for Latvia is Burzins, 100%. And then my player of the game for the Swiss, who am I going to give it to? Should we give it to Reichel? Because he's won it. Let's give it to Reichel. He won it for the Switzerland. We'll give it to Reichel. That's my players of the game. Burzins and then Reichel for Switzerland. Right. You can get rid of this. Thank you again, everybody, for tuning in. I love doing these streams. Thank you for watching this game with me, Switzerland-Latvia. I know a lot of you guys, sometimes people don't like watching the smaller nations play each other, but I love it. You get great games like we just saw. I know we all want to watch the Finlands, the US, the Canadas of the world, but it's so fun watching these smaller countries play. You see all the passion. A lot of these guys are so talented. Some of them might not ever play in the NHL. This is probably the highest level that they'll ever play at for a lot of these athletes. So it's just fun to watch. I love it. So yes, thank you again, everybody, for tuning in. Make sure you use the code THPN when you sign up for DraftKings, of course. And thank you to DraftKings for sponsoring this stream and everything at the Hockey Podcast Network. Take a sip of water here. Before I end it, if you are new, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Follow us on the social medias at HockeyPodNet is the Insta and Twitter. If you want to follow me on my Twitter, at Grant Hakeem is the handle. My Insta and TikTok's at _Hakeem. If you want to help support the channel, you can do that through a donation, through the live chat. If you want to check out any of the content I do on YouTube, because I am a YouTuber, you can head to the Grant Hakeem YouTube channel. Just type that in on the YouTube search bar and it should pop up. On my channel, I do live watch-alongs just like this. I also do gaming live streams. I play Fall Guys, NHL, GTA. I'm going to get into that soon. So yes, make sure you like this video as well. You know, all the stuff YouTubers say. Castle says who won? Switzerland won in a shootout thanks to Reichel. Did we miss anything in the live chat? I think we got to everything. Looks like it. The next stream on the Hockey Podcast Network will be on the 29th. Blue Jackets, Islanders, hosted by Jacob. And then Canada, Austria, also on the 29th, which will be hosted by Dylan, the boss, Dylan. And then for me, my next stream personally will be on Thursday. I'll be playing Fall Guys on my YouTube channel. And then on Saturday, on New Year's Eve, I'll be doing like a party stream on New Year's Eve. I'll do 4 hours of gaming and we can have some fun, ringing the new year together. So if you're interested, you can check that out there. And that's my schedule for this week. Right. Thank you again, everybody. I always like to end the streams by saying it's a crazy world out there. So sending love from me to you and to everyone around the world who could use some love right now. Hope we're doing well. Hope we're doing okay. And I hope you have a great rest of your night. I will speak to you soon.